What's going on? How y'all doing? This video gonna be about how the Ozzy Brothers, you know, showcased the songs they did with R. Kelly during the verses, and they premiered a new song, "Family and Friends," which is actually an older R. Kelly track, been sitting in the vault. But R. Kelly, that guy's one of the most prolific, productive cats. All this Twitter hate about R. Kelly always cracks me up. I'm like, are y'all crazy? The brother's DNA, musical DNA, is over everything you pretty much hear over the last 30 years. If you listen to R&B, pop, and hip hop, come on now. The cat is in gospel. He is everywhere. Songwriter, producer, come on now. Ghost work, which you don't even know about. Come on now. You can't deny it. Haters want it. He ain't been convicted of nothing. And also, shoot, turkeys out here talking about some cancel culture. Black folks ain't got no time to be canceling nobody. Shoot, who canceling what? One thing about it, record companies ain't canceling the money, the bags they make off of him. They still making a bag and a chunk off of him. Who you kidding? Sony, Jive Records, all that. Arista, all are making coin off R. Kelly's name. Shoot, the cat they got his hands in so many different artists that there's bags to be made. And ain't going to be bags to be made till the day that guy dies and beyond. Because he's in musical DNA in all of it. And I'll say this again, the last most dominant artist in R&B. And the last most dominant artist, period, the last 30 years, shoot, can't take me. No. The only artist that I see today that's got a chance, I'm saying he will, but he got a chance to follow R. Kelly's blueprint maybe is Bruno Mars, because Bruno appeals to a wide range. And he's got the pen game, got the solo game, and he could definitely collab. But again, R. Kelly is like still leaps and bounds on so many folks. It's not even funny. But let me just tell you like this. Of course, the Ozzy Brothers and R. Kelly gonna always be a dynasty. Because they brought back Mr. Biggs and downloading that whole thing. Come on now. Plus, before R. Kelly's mother died, she asked Ron Ozzy to be a father figure to him. And they made hit records. They made history together. Contagious is one of the best songs of the last 20 plus years. And don't even front. I mean, cancel all you want. I'm turning mine up. Body Kiss album, which came out in 2003, which R. Kelly largely wrote and produced, debuted #1. So come on now. They done made bags and been successful for one another and been huge. So, and people up here tripping, music is music. And wherever you think or whatever you feel, that's your opinion. However, if someone's been part of your legacy of whatever they've done, you ain't going to ignore that. And I applaud the Ozzy Brothers. See, some people have been tripping about R. Kelly because I've seen some of these fake industry folks turn their head on him. Once you lock, they act like they don't know you. So I have to call Charlie Wilson out on that. I don't like it. I call him out. I'm calling some people that. I was glad to see Snoop Dogg supporting. I seen Lisa Ray McCoy. She's been pro there. Vivica Fox. Selena Johnson is an interesting one because sometimes she act like she loves him, sometimes she can't. But she was in the video. The bottom line is this was budgeted with major label money. And this was a video. And you want to talk about how R. Kelly reaches demographics. I don't think people understand. Ronald Isley's almost 80 years old. I don't think people understand. But you see R. Kelly can still write and produce and hit. You can't touch that. If your pen game is your pen game, you're going to be straight. So I'm glad to see the Ozzy Brothers were supporting Kills and Friends and Family. Now it sounds like an old vault track. It's a step of formula track, and it's cool. R. Kelly can do them in his sleep. But what I was more proud of is the fact that they still support him. They're acknowledging the songs and they're working. Because the bottom line is, don't let nobody ever erase that man's musical DNA over modern music. You can't. The music lives on. That's the bottom line. And we don't know nobody. We don't know nobody. You can't sit here and say what you know. Because you got to prove stuff. But I will tell you this. Musically speaking, R. Kelly is still in his own universe. Okay? And one of the last of his kind is a dominant musical figure. So I love the Ozzy Brothers. So, it was great to see. And people tripping off of what? Tripping off of what? But anyway, give me your thoughts and takes about the Ozzy Brothers acknowledging R. Kelly during the verses and also got a new song with him. How you feel about it? I'm always going to be down with R. Kelly musically. He's one of the greatest artists ever. And I'm not going to fake the funk, because I don't know Whatever happens, happens. God willing. But I will say this. Musically speaking, ain't nobody in the last 30 years seeing that cat's dominance. But anyway, give me your thoughts and your takes. Please hit the like, the subscribe. And I do welcome thoughts and comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. I'm going to tell you something. What you're listening to is always an experience. So don't be judging the book until you've understood what the cover and everything that goes into it. So I'm done.